Welcome to Amelia Island. I'm Brian.
And I'm TJ.
We're so glad to be here. Thank you to Visit Amelia Island for having us for this weekend. We are here to feature some of their dining here. September is their annual dining month. So we're trying a few of the restaurants ahead of September that are going to be featured in their dining month. And each restaurant has a prefix menu that you can choose from. So some of the items might not be available to us, but we're going to show you what the restaurants look like. We're going to give you the vibe of Amelia Island. So where is Amelia Island?
Yeah, so it's north of Jacksonville. I'd say maybe 30, 40 minutes of Jacksonville, the primary area. I've been here before in the past, and coming back here, it is just as relaxing as I remember. So I'm excited to explore a little bit more of it.
So we are at a SpringHill Suites. We'll show you our room there, but there's also an Omni Resort here, as well as a Ritz-Carlton.
Yes.
There's lots of vacation rentals here as well. It's really a beautiful island. It's pretty historic as well. And they have a beautiful downtown area, historic downtown area, which we'll show you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for all of our adventures, and make sure you like. That really helps us doing both of those things. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Let us know if you've been here or not, and what's your favorite restaurant here on Amelia Island if you've been here in the past.
Yeah.
Let's explore.
Yeah, let's go look at the hotel real quick.
Welcome to SpringHill Suites on Amelia Island. This is a Marriott property, of course. It's, I think, a little bit smaller than what I've seen from SpringHill before in terms of the suite size. It's all one room except for the restroom. There's not a door separating the living area, office area from the bedroom, but it's a good spot to call home for the next 2 nights. We do have an ocean view, which you'll see in a moment, so we can walk to the beach from here, which is great. They also have a pool. We haven't explored too much yet. Complimentary breakfast is included with the room, so that's great. We don't have to worry about finding breakfast in the morning. Parking was super easy. They have like a kind of like a parking garage structure, it seems like, and it was super easy to find a spot. As you come in, there is a couch with a chaise, and then there's a desk as well. As you first walk in, there is a wet bar or coffee station. There's a very small coffee maker. It's like super small. And you have ice bucket. Underneath that, there is, I think there's a microwave and there is a fridge. We brought our own water bottles, which we always recommend. Bring your own water. It makes it easier because you never know what you're gonna run into in terms of finding water. Generally, when you buy water, it's always overpriced. So we tried to either buy water beforehand or bring it from home. Because we drove here from Orlando, we brought it from home. So we'll fill up the fridge with our water bottles. We have a king-size bed, a small closet. It's kind of small for this room. It's like a sliver of a closet. And then we have the barn doors separating the bedroom from the restroom. We don't love that. We would rather have a closed door, but that's okay. We can live with it for a few nights. And the bathroom has a stand-in shower. It almost has a separate room for the commode, but there's no door. It would be nice to have a door to separate the commode, but that's okay. So this is feels pretty clean. It was a little musty when we came in. I'm sure the AC has been off in here because no one's been in here for most of the day, if not a couple of days, depending on if they clean this room, and there was a checkout this morning. Like I said, there is an ocean view. This is actually ocean view and pool view. So we have a view of the pool courtyard. And actually this is, speaking of courtyard, this is shared property with a Courtyard Marriott. So one part of the property is Courtyard Marriott, the other is SpringHill Suites. So they share a pool. We can see that pool from our balcony. There's actually a balcony too, which we'll show you. And then beyond, you can see an ocean view from our balcony. It's a really nice touch to have here when you're staying so close to the ocean. After settling into the hotel, we headed to the historic downtown of Fernandina Beach. The downtown area boasts a historic district of over 50 blocks, and it's listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It showcases more than 400 historic structures, including homes, churches, and commercial buildings. For our first dinner on Amelia Island, we headed to Indigo. This restaurant offers Southern cuisine with a coastal flair. Indigo is housed in what seems to be a bungalow-style home, and in the back they have a patio for al fresco dining. Remember that all the restaurants featured in this video will be participating in Dining Month on Amelia Island, but we visited in August of 2025, several weeks ahead of Dining Month, which starts on September 1st. We started with bread service as well as an amuse-bouche, both complimentary from the chef. For our appetizer, we started with the lobster mac and cheese with butter poached lobster and orzo. TJ had the George's Bank sea scallops featuring a mushroom risotto. I had the shrimp and crab stuffed redfish. This will be on the Dining Month menu for this restaurant. And to finish, we had the delicious warm butter cake. Cannot recommend this one enough. This was a real surprise. Make sure you order this if you head to Indigo. On the next day, we headed back to the historic downtown area, and before lunch, and a little bit after lunch too, we walked around and just took in the historic homes. There is tons of historic homes. This gives me Savannah/New Orleans vibes. It's just wonderful to walk around and take some video, take some pictures, and just take in the charm that a historic downtown area like this provides. For lunch, we headed to the Patio at 5th and Ash. This spot offers both al fresco dining and they have indoor seating as well. Because it's called the Patio, we opted for outdoor dining. We started with a crab dip, and oh my goodness, this crab was warm, delicious, perfect flavors here on this crab dip. And the next thing was so unique. This is their drunken cheese bread, and I'm gonna try this at home sometime. This is a baguette dipped in red wine and then topped with cheese. It was fantastic, so unique, like a flavor of umami on this. It just took the cheese bread to the next level. We ordered a side of the tomato bisque to dip it in. TJ had the patio burger. And for my entree, I had the grouper sandwich. The grouper was so tender. I didn't eat all of the bun. There was quite a lot of bun to it. This grouper melted in your mouth, and it was one of the best cooked groupers I've had. And like I said, we walked around the historic district a little bit more to walk off our lunch. And as we did, TJ saw a donut shop and he could not resist, so we popped into this donut shop for TJ to get a few donuts. For our final meal here on Amelia Island, we headed to dinner at David's Restaurant and Lounge. I was really surprised by this place. The level of service was just fantastic. This is truly the spot that you want to come to if you're celebrating a special occasion, whether it's with family or your loved one. We started off with a amuse-bouche here, as well as a bread service that was served in a treasure chest. This was a focaccia that they were serving, and it was delicious. In fact, everything here at David's was fantastic, including this smoked old-fashioned. I have never seen an old-fashioned, a smoked old-fashioned, that retained its smoke as long as this one. I think Chef David heard that we were coming, and so he sent out his ceviche. This is going to be on the Amelia Island dining menu, and this was it's going to be a seasonal ceviche, and this was a tuna ceviche that was served. He also sent out this mushroom risotto with grilled octopus on top. This was the best grilled octopus we have ever had. We've had several in our time dining around at different restaurants. This one was so tender. I don't even know how he did it. It was fantastic. If you see octopus at the menu at this restaurant, you've got to get it. For my entree, I ordered the filet mignon featuring a mushroom risotto and a port wine demi-glaze. TJ had the gnocchi oxtail ragu featuring homemade gnocchi, burrata, and oxtail ragu. Remember, mix this dish around if you get this. Make sure that burrata gets incorporated into every bite. For dessert, we had the delicious roasted banana cheesecake. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We appreciate any comments. Let us know what your favorite restaurant on Amelia Island is, and we will see you again next time right here.